10 days.
10 days.
10 days with no food.
We did it.
No food, only water. Good job.
Good job, babe.
Nice to have a partner to do it with. And,
makes it so much easier.
And friends. But if you were eating this whole time, or if I was alone, that'd be such a different experience.
Yeah, it would be painful. A lot more painful. A little lonely.
Yeah, food is our friend. It's like a companion.
It is. It's true. So we started our fast a little early, so we were able to break it by this evening and still honor our full 10 days. We were very excited about that.
Oh my goodness. We went to the farmer's market today.
It was so exciting.
It was raining and we were like, we went crazy on vegetables.
We had one of those ginormous IKEA bags, and it was just packed full
Celery
with
and
things flying out the sides,
turnips
and
beets and everything. Carrots that we forgot there.
Delicious, gorgeous. But we came home and we got our juicer out. We made a cold pressed celery, lemon, and fennel juice.
Oh, so good.
And we're like, oh yeah, it might be a bit bitter, but it was like heaven.
We filmed that actually. I can attach that to the end of this video, I think.
It was so good. It was so good. And we're like, what? What is this?
What is this piece of
Our
heaven?
body's like, huh?
And then we had a little probiotic juice. So there's the whatever, it's like a gut shot that gives you a lot of probiotics, and we took a probiotic pill as well, the powder, to prepare in a little apple cider vinegar in water, just to get our digestive hydrochloric acid moving. And
like, wake up, little guys.
We're
it's
bringing
time.
in food.
Time to start functioning. Things are gonna change around here.
Yeah.
And then Paul made, oh my God, the most delicious vegetable broth.
Oh, it's so good. So it's just celery and carrots and onions on the bottom. And as they're cooking, I let them get soft. And then in the Vitamix blender, I put garlic and cilantro and parsley and other veggies right in the hot water that's in the Vitamix. And I whip it so it's a puree. And as I fill up the big pot, I'm filling it up with whipped veg and garlic, and I put like some Indian seasoning, like some cardamom and it's delicious.
It was heaven.
Yeah, we'll have it for 3 days. I made the biggest pot in the history of time.
Yeah, so coming off it is the most important part of this entire thing. And it's so important to make sure it's just organic vegetables. You do not want to be putting pesticides, chemicals, all the things that they put on regular food in your body. Same as nothing processed, nothing packaged, just veggies.
Yeah, just go to the farmer's market too and ask them what they spray with. Like, talk to them. They hopefully will tell you the truth, but better there than a grocery store. Like, if you had the option of getting non-organic, just go to the farmer's market. Most of them are really careful, and ask them.
If you're in America, obviously. Not everyone has that access.
Sprays.
But
Not everyone has chemicals either. You go to parts of Europe, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you have any takeaways from this fast? Like, what did you learn? Because for me, this was a spiritual journey. It was a physical journey. We both lost some weight. We both lost a lot of inflammation, and I feel like a lot of attachment to pleasure.
Yeah. For me, what was really profound was just getting really acquainted with my triggers. My triggers that trigger me, like, oh, you're hungry, when it's not even true. Because, I think I mentioned a few times, I'd be out and I'd walk through the door and I was suddenly hungry. And that wasn't me being hungry because I was fine a second before. It was me having a comfort response to, oh, it's home and let's get something to eat or have a cup of tea and so that was one trigger, and there's other little things along the way. So it's fascinating to know how your mind tricks you into thinking you need something when you don't.
Right.
Most of the time, just drink some water and you're totally fine. You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to just listen. It's the same with the monkey mind, right? When your mind's like telling you all these things or beating you up.
You're not good enough. You're doing too much. You're
nobody
not enough.
loves you. All that sort of stuff.
You're gonna be alone forever.
That voice isn't real. Like, we think it is, but it's just a voice in our head. Like, we are beneath that. We are like in here, that voice is a story that does, it's not actually true.
Right.
It's the same as like, oh, I don't feel like this, I don't feel like, no, yeah, feelings actually can be dominated by us. We're not ruled by our feelings. So this was a beautiful just reminder that food is there to be our nutrition and our fuel, but it's not there to make us feel happy or do, like it's not that, that's not the purpose of it. And absolutely, gosh, eating food is like one of my favorite things, and eating with great friends and enjoying, like, it's my favorite thing in the world.
Sure.
So it's not that it's not for pleasure, but just recognize when you're just reaching for food just to comfort yourself or fill a void that you can never actually fill. Or if, hey, what's behind that? And I get curious with yourself. So that would be my biggest takeaway.
Really?
Yeah, and just, I mean, little things like my nails grew longer and stronger, my eyes got really clear, you know, obviously massive weight loss, which wasn't my intention, but I've had this bloating that has been with me for years. I've always just looked like I was a little bit pregnant. And I kind of would just rock it and be like, yeah, and maybe have fun with it, but it doesn't feel great on the beach. It doesn't feel nice. So ridding myself of whatever was imbalanced in my stomach is fabulous. What about you, baby?
Definitely inflammation and definitely bloating as well. If I'm brave, I'll share some before pictures out there.
We will. We'll do a before and after. So
yeah, we'll shoot the after in the morning but wow, I learned so much. I really just learned how strong I am in my mind, and how my mind doesn't have to control me with cravings and urges and desires. And I can say one thing and that one thing can happen. So I can say I'm going to not eat food for 10 days and that happens. And at the end of that, there's a great accomplishment. There's such a satisfaction, like just a feeling of accomplishment that I'm right now that I have all those veggies coursing through my veins, I feel like I can feel my strength coming back and my optimism coming back. And it was a journey. It was like a very deep spiritual journey.
Yeah, it gets dark sometimes. Sometimes you feel this dread.
Like, yeah, well, your body thinks you're dying, probably.
Yeah, your body's like, you're in survival. What are you doing? Why are you so relaxed? You know, it's like this is like, you lose all possibility and you feel a bit like, oh.
Yeah, what's happening? What's happening? But if I could do this all again, when I do this again someday, I'll definitely want to go remote, more in nature, more quiet with a book, with my guitar, and write, and not be running a billion errands and recording albums and banking, and just, it was just, there's a lot going on.
The reason we think maybe the reason he wasn't sleeping, because he didn't sleep very well for 4 nights out of the 10, was because he was revving so high, because he was constantly on the move and recording and doing this, and so his body didn't, like, it's probably like, oh, what do we do?
Yeah.
And there is supreme energy that comes when you don't have food in your body. Like, it's insane. You feel like invincible. But I think that's meant to be felt and like sat with in like more of a quiet space, rather than like, whoa, let's go do all these things. So so I agree.
Yeah.
We planned with our friends that we'd do this once a year at this time of year. So we'll see. We'll see if that works every year. But we're down. It's like the benefits are incredible, and you're literally turning back the age clock.
Especially on all your organs and on your skin, and it's a rebirth. And I appreciate there's a lot of comments both here and on Facebook, especially on Instagram, that people were concerned, and I hear and I appreciate that, and thank you for your concern. We also took this very seriously, and we researched a great deal, and we asked a lot of people who have gone even way longer, 40-day fast, what their journey was like, and I felt it was very important. I felt like it was a very crucial step, and it was so great to do it as a partner and not to be alone, and it bonded us together because we came through a real desert. Like, that's a real desert, like when you don't eat, and we didn't snap at each other.
No, we were so peaceful the whole time.
I had some like grumpy feelings where I was just like, like at the beginning, especially, I was craving my coffee so much. But so that's it. I think we're gonna get live blood analysis tomorrow. We're getting a stretch tomorrow, and we're gonna do a foot bath. So we're continuing to detox and really take care of our bodies. One thing this made me really present to was every bite of food is so precious, and like those first bites of food, we were like just giggling. We were so grateful and present, and we get unconscious and disconnected from our food source and from the food that's in front of us. We watch TV or Netflix, and we're like, blah, blah. We just sat there, like no radio on or anything. No record player on in the background as we sipped carefully, and we just talked, and we like learned what lessons did we learn.
And she had a massive gratitude of thanks, like a prayer before we ate.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was a great prayer. So anything else? What's one thing you want them left with?
I would say keep following this journey, because the next few days are very important if it's something that you ever want to do.
Yeah.
We're going to share a bit more cooking things, what we're
Kate wants to video me in the kitchen making meals.
He's the most incredible cook. He should have his own cooking show, seriously. Who wouldn't watch Paul Greene making amazing meals?
Shirtless soups, we'll call it. With Paul.
So, yeah, so we're going to keep going for a little bit, just because this part is the most important part. We can't stress that enough. Do not do this if you can't honor the next part of it.
And start small, like do intermittent fasting, do a 1 day fast. You can fast for 16 hours or 13 hours and see how that feels. Any break you're giving your digestion, and you'll sleep better intermittent fasting. Thomas DeLauer, someone I always like to plug. I love his stuff, and he's actually guesting on a video we're about to watch. It's called The Skinny on Fat, and I tweeted the link, but if you just Google it, The Skinny on Fat, and it shares a lot of the real truths on fat, and Dr. Gundry, who speaks about lectins, is sharing on there, and there's a ton of our favorite doctors and scientists that we follow and study on this video, and it's the next 9 nights. You're with a link, you can watch it, and then you have to pay after that. Like, you don't have to pay if they make the link available for 24 hours. So we're gonna watch it, and we're excited to learn even more about fasting and keto, and but just get curious for your body, what works and how you feel. If you feel crappy, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, and truly, your body has everything it needs to be in optimal health. And how you feed it, what you do, your actions are the key to having that life you want of full vitality and health and be brimming. Like, all you have to do is take actions. Get curious, research, do the things, because no pill is gonna make you feel better than like full nutrition that your body absorbs and just like lights up, and all your cells light up. Nothing else can do that.
Yeah.
So really, like, you can do it. Anyone can do it. They can turn something around from being dire to being just magical.
Yeah. A breakdown into a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And it's all possible.
Everything is.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thanks for following this journey. There will be more videos as we wrap this up and get on to our next adventure. So thanks for following us. Please share this, comment down below, and subscribe. We love you, and you've actually been our accountability partner as well.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah. Thank you. It's like, we gotta do this.
Like we said we would. Yeah, knowing we couldn't break it because we had thousands of people to share this with, and that helped. So it takes a village.
Sure does.
It's better together.
Sure is.
All right, see ya.
Night.
Bye.